Hey everyone, welcome to our On Point Fitness Club YouTube page. Today we're going to talk about the topic between the difference of muscle fatigue and muscle failure. So when it comes to the goal of building lean muscle mass, we want to know the difference between the two topics. So muscle failure is when we get to the point of no longer being able to execute a good solid rep and the muscle generally gives out, versus muscle fatigue, which is when we kind of feel like that kind of almost like that burning, kind of like muscles feel tired feeling. So that is going to be more for when we want to look at just increasing muscle tone, which is going to be more temporary, versus the failure aspect, which is going to be building muscle size and growth overall. So for an example today, we're going to use a single dumbbell bicep curl. And we're going to look at, again, the difference between failure, which is we're going to do first, and then versus fatigue. So I'm going to do a left arm, single arm curl. So what we do with this, again, is this is just a simple test. We just get the curl. I'm going to try to do as many reps as I can with the dumbbell. 2, 3, 4, 5, it's getting hard. 6, getting tough. 7, I can almost get it. 8, let's see. 8, we got. 9, I can wrestle. Nope. Got nothing. All right, so that is almost 9 reps. So if I shake it out, I rest a little bit, and if I'm down, try to go back to do that same weight again, and I try to get a rep. I'm trying, and I can't get a full rep. That would be muscle failure in a single set. So with that, you're using that on maybe your second or third set of a set exercise. And we are looking at, again, trying to get that muscle to a complete exhaustion where you can no longer do an extra rep. So kind of doing what I just did there. If we have a set that says do 5 reps of X exercise, and I feel like I can pick that dumbbell back up and go right back to doing 5 more reps, that's not quite the right weight. So we want to make sure we're maxing out that intensity we can put out with that weight in that set. So for a different example now, if say we were doing a set of like 15 reps on a single arm bicep curl, I would grab maybe like a half that weight I just did, maybe a 20-pound dumbbell. And now I'd be doing my reps. I can cruise pretty good. And by the time I get to that 15th rep, I'm starting to feel a little burn, starting to get almost that kind of pump feeling where it's like, oh, my arm is getting tired, a little bit worn out, but I can still crank it out. Again, if I was to set it down, shake my arms, I'll give it 5 seconds, then I come right back to it again. Boom, I can go right back to doing reps again. That's muscle fatigue. The difference again between the two is, again, with the left arm example, that muscle failure is, again, working the muscle until it gets to that point of exhaustion where it gives out and then you can no longer put effort into it. And we're kind of taking that 2 to 3 minute rest before you do another set, versus, again, the example we did with the right arm curl, where again, we feel like almost that pump, kind of a little bit of burn, but I can go right back in within a few seconds and go right back to do another set. So again, failure, we're looking at increasing muscle size, growing the muscle, getting stronger. There's gonna be a lot more soreness involved, versus again, the muscle toning, where we're gonna have more of that localized general pump feeling that's going to last for maybe an hour or 2, and then it's going to kind of go back. You're still going to get stronger, but it's going to take a lot longer to kind of develop the muscle itself. So if you're looking at growing your muscle, we want to be really pushing the weight, again, getting to that point of muscle failure, versus the other one, which is maybe before you go out on the dance floor, maybe you go out for the night, you're looking at that muscle fatigue. Hope that helps you kind of understand the difference between the two, and stay tuned for more for next week.